This is the Bill Squire Show.
Who decided the order?
The lesbians. Definitely the lesbians.
That's a good place to start. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Bill Squire Show. I'm your host, Bill Squire, and I got AJ DeCosimo here.
Hello.
And famous at Tommy LC.
Yes, that's me. Hi.
Tommy got recognized yesterday.
I did.
I saw that in our group chat.
And I felt so bad for him.
Did you get recognized from this show or from your OnlyFans?
I think this show, because he messaged Bill.
He messaged me too.
Yeah.
He's like, I saw Tommy tonight. Like he listens
But what
to the
did he
show
say to you? I need you to say.
I sent you the exact screenshot.
Yeah. But he said, I hope I didn't freak her out.
Something like that.
And it was because I was super high.
There
and
you
like,
go, Johnny. That's why she was weird.
I'm sorry. And I just
That's
like
why
turned
she was
and was just
weird.
very confused.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, do I know
Was
you?
it the first time you got recognized from here?
No, there's
No.
been a couple other times.
Well, there was the time at the dispensary,
Yes, yeah.
That's right.
but that was Joe.
That was a
That
friend.
was Joe Graham, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there was a couple other times, but I can't remember. Like, it was like right around that time, too. It was like back to back. But yeah. That guy was really nice. I was just like really confused.
I got recognized a few times. The one I was picking up someone's pet.
Oh, that's miserable. What'd they say?
They were like, hey. I'm like, hey.
Hey.
I'm like, you're AJ. I'm the Bill Squire Show. I'm like, yeah.
Damn.
You should have been like, I'm AJ all the time. That's a good. That's a
That
good
would
thing
be.
to say.
that
Were
would
they
have been a good thing
crying?
to say. They were bummed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Seemed like a nice guy.
I'm going to ask you that too when you pick up my dead animal. Are you AJ?
Are you guys gonna call? Like,
You.
in case, God forbid, something happens to your pets, would you call me to come get them?
Okay, we had a hard time, me and Brandon, getting rid of, oh my God, picking up.
This is the vegan. This is the animal lover.
Picking up Godiva when she passed away, and she was less than 70 pounds, and Tarly is like almost 180, or around 180.
Wait, when did one pass away?
This was a long time ago. Yeah, when Tarly was a puppy, she was Godiva. She was Brandon's dog. Yeah. Getting
That's
rid
sad.
of. Oh my God, that was really.
Getting rid of. Here's
say it
Tommy.
like that.
True colors shining through.
Yep.
Fucking piece of shit.
You piece of human garbage.
Now, the next time you get recognized, they're gonna recognize you as that monster.
Right.
Oh, there's
Getting
that
rid
monster.
of her dog.
Oh yeah, there's that terrible person.
Your birthday's close.
It is.
Yeah.
June 10th. I ordered your present today,
No.
and
She deliberately told me she didn't want us to do anything for her on her birthday.
well, it's too late. I already
I
got your
don't
present.
care. Like,
No,
like,
on the
Yeah.
elevator, you're like, I don't want anybody to do anything for me on my birthday. You should.
I
You looked
remember.
me in the eye. You don't
I
remember?
don't know.
We were on the elevator. You were
Yeah.
like, I don't want anything.
Yeah, like I don't want like it's just
I got
nice.
you a present, and we're gonna probably have a cake.
cake's
A vegan
good.
cake, so you can have it
Yeah,
all to yourself.
Mootown Creamery.
All right.
It's really good.
I'll hit him up.
Hell
She's just like, I don't want anything, but then she's like, Mootown
Yeah,
Creamery.
like,
give me that
give me
fucking
ice cream.
cake.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm here for food. I'm here for food.
So we'll have a nice cake for you. How old are you gonna be?
33.
32.
Oh.
Yeah,
So-
32.
And if there's, what would you like from the listeners and the viewers?
To
For your
subscribe to my OnlyFans.
There you go.
Yeah, or you can just Venmo me, Cash App, PayPal, any of those.
Just give
if
her
you
money.
don't want the nudes, yeah, just birthday money.
Just
Money's
birthday
great.
money. Is
You
it
could use
the
it for
same
anything.
thing at Tommy LC?
Yeah,
for
on
across
everything.
everything.
On
That's
everything.
the best. Mm-hmm. That's the best.
Or the link in my bio.
and the link in the bio.
I could say it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why is Instagram such a butthole?
The worst.
Yeah.
There's so many like unspoken
Trigger
rules.
words.
Yeah, and it's just like, but I feel like there's other people that get away with stuff,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and it's just weird. Like I mean,
Playboy can do like anything.
Right.
You get nips on there. But then it's just the accounts that bring them money, I think.
yeah, probably.
I get away with a lot on mine.
Oh, yeah. Your butt was
I
on.
know.
Yeah.
I showed my butt a few
But
times.
how much did it get distributed?
Oh, I mean, that did fairly well. I mean, they're just about as much as my other ones did.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And I remember people saying, like, why can you show your butt on here? I'm like, I don't know.
Because it's hairy?
No,
I don't know. It's covering things.
Fine. I guess it looks like I'm wearing shorts. A really hairy pair of shorts.
Yeah,
No. I think it's because it was in the background. Like I did like a really
maybe they didn't notice.
Yeah, clever job at like sort of like okay, you really got to be paying attention to that video to notice it's my butt.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. Yeah, there's
I think Jake,
Jake
said
doing that.
said it. You have such a funny butt.
I do. I have a funny butt.
I don't
a
think
funny
so.
butt.
Pull it up. I don't remember.
Pull up my.
It was
butt.
hairy, wasn't it? Am I just making that up? I don't know.
I think you might be making.
I think you're making that up.
I don't know. You just seem like you'd be a hairy butt kind of
I
person.
mean, I don't have like a baby butt, but I mean, like I wouldn't say that I have like a hairy butt.
Let's
It's
see.
kind of just like a.
Oh no,
block.
it's not. Yeah, it's not hairy at
Yeah.
all. That's.
That's a nice donk
I
there.
remember
Yeah.
the butt now. Why are you?
No,
I
that's
do
a
have a
butt.
funny butt.
Yeah.
She's like laughing at my funny butt.
No, I was laughing at Bill.
a
What
funny
did you just
butt.
say? You're like, what did you call it?
It's kind of like a block.
A block.
Like,
Yeah.
it's-
block.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
kind of
guess
like
so.
a block
Yeah,
with
it's not
like
hairy.
a line in it. Like it's not
Yeah.
overly like. It's not like a badonk.
Yeah.
It's just like but like it's kind of square.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a squarey butt.
Yeah, a square. But
I don't have a
Are you
hairy butt.
SpongeBob?
I don't have a hairy butt, but I have a squarey butt.
Yeah.
Are you ready, ladies?
No.
Who lives in a pineapple under your bed?
Hey, Jay Cosimo!
That's terrifying. Ah.
Yeah, but also like terrifying in kind of the sexy way.
No.
Okay, well,
pineapple
that's,
under
subjective.
under your butt. What?
Under bed.
Bill
yeah.
thinks it's sexy.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
so.
just saying,
It's a little
I
sexy.
could see why some people would think it was sexy.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm not kink shaming. I'm
I mean,
not.
Okay.
Tommy's just her monster's coming out today.
Yeah.
This
What do you
episode.
mean, monster?
She's just
Yeah,
like,
right.
oh, we got rid of the dogs.
Yeah.
Now
I'm
your
joking
weird
now.
now your weird butt pineapple fetish.
I did not say
It's
anything about your
disgusting.
butt. Okay.
You're
I
like,
didn't
you got a
say.
hairy butt.
No,
Big
I thought
fat
it was.
disgusting hairy butt, says Tommy.
I just said hairy.
Right.
There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with hairy.
I know there's
I
nothing
like
wrong
hairy.
with hairy. But now it sounds like you're trying to dig yourself out of the hole right now.
Because you're yelling at me.
I'm not
You're being
yelling
aggressive.
at you.
You're being
I'm just-
aggressive.
He's loud on the podcast.
I'm loud on the podcast. This is the only time I've ever been loud at you.
Okay.
Stop yelling at her.
I'm not yelling at her. I'm not mad at her.
Yeah, this kind of sounds like you're yelling.
I'm not.
How you guys been? How's your week? First of all, AJ, great job at Stand and Deliver last week.
Oh, yeah, I felt a little.
Go ahead. You felt a little what? Go ahead. It's fine.
I'm going to be hearing about this. For
No,
the next 3 months
I'm
now.
not saying
we're kinda
anything.
done with that bit.
I just
the controversy round too.
no. It's fine.
I
It's
felt
fine.
like my set was a little.
That was a tight crowd.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
So the crowd was, they were very like wishy-washy on what they were laughing at. Like anything
Very
that was like a little
liberal?
bit dark or a little bit like pushing a boundary, they would pull back real hard
Yeah.
because I felt like they're like, oh, I don't know if
We
I'm
can't laugh
supposed to
at
laugh
this.
at
Yeah.
that. And
I got Sam laughing at a few of mine.
Yes,
that
yes,
worked. He was
yeah.
laughing pretty hard, and he yelled at me
Yeah.
earlier in the night.
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were just kind of like by the end of the show they were pretty loosened up, but they were there's a little, and that happens at more comedy shows than you think because people they don't like if they don't know what they're getting into, they're just like, oh, I'm at a comedy show, and so they don't know exactly what to expect.
Right.
And so this is also a show that, like, I warmed them up a little bit, but even for my set, they were just like on and off.
Yeah.
Like they were just kind of, and until like later in the show, then they were kind of hot.
I didn't feel like I felt like there was a part of it where I kind of. I think the second half of my set, I kind of got them.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's because they're trying to figure out what's going on. And
Yeah.
it's very, and also people are ordering drinks still, and they're waiting for their food, and
Yeah.
so like there's other distractions that go on in a
That kinda
room like
sucks.
that. It does because like they all kind of showed up right at showtime, as opposed to like
Early.
early,
Yeah.
to like get settled in and be ready to go. So that's something we'll figure out for the next one. But
Yeah.
again, I thought you were very funny. Don't have a date for the next Stand and Deliver yet, but
I killed at Heart of Gold later.
yeah,
Oh, I murdered. Yeah,
Nice.
I did a very good job.
those are people ready to laugh.
Yeah,
There's no food or anything. They're just, and it's late, so they're already kind of drunk.
Also,
Yeah.
too, I took a little bit of a. That was a weird night for me.
You opened with stuff that I'd never heard before.
Yeah, there was some stuff. Well, I did it before, but I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like I didn't think it was there, and I mean some of it worked.
Yeah.
But I had my one joke like floored them. I thought it was the joke. The last time I had sex in the back of a car, I broke a $5,000 casket.
Oh, I saw that.
That's the one that got Sam
That's
really.
good,
Yeah. Sam was, and there
Yeah.
was a couple later on that Sam was
Yeah.
really laughing at. But
That's a good joke.
Did Jess go to this? Do you know Jess Cleveland Hardwood? She asked me if I was going.
I don't know.
And I
know
think it
her.
was that. But
Cleveland
yeah.
Hardwood.
Yeah, she owns Cleveland Hardwood. It's like a company. They do floors and stuff. She's
If-
really cool.
If she's
I've never
there,
met her, but
she didn't
she didn't
introduce
say anything.
herself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she-
But also, I'm running around so much at these shows when I'm running them. So like, as soon as the show ended, like I didn't get to like really
Like,
talk to
yeah,
anybody
yeah.
because I don't know. It just I get pulled in a million different directions. So,
Mm-hmm.
but if you did come, Jess, thank you. I appreciate it. It was a very fun show. But yeah. So then, how was your guys' Memorial Day? Do anything?
no.
I got yelled at for drinking in the pool.
Oh, really? We
What?
both got yelled at this week.
Yeah, you got. Oh, let's talk about you getting yelled at by Sam.
Yeah.
Who's Sam? Hold on. Who's Sam?
He's the manager at Hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, it was. I'm gonna take about a half responsibility for this.
Okay.
Because I could have backed up a little bit. But okay, so I was backstage with another comic.
Yeah, Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey, who's a really funny comic.
Very funny.
I think he's really funny.
Yeah.
And he's a really good guy. But we were like horsing around backstage, and he was like kind of like getting physical with me.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of like, hey man, I was like just jokingly watching. I was like, hey man, I was a wrestler in high school. And I was.
Okay.
And that was like the wrong thing to say because he started going a little harder to the point that I was just like, okay, I kind of have to do things now. So I'm like doing it, and I could have like pulled back, but every time I started pulling back, he'd go a little bit harder. So I'm like, well, I can't like.
And this is during the show?
This was during the show.
Where at?
Not the best.
No, it was-
So
it
there's
was
like a
embarrassing.
backstage area that's like got a curtain, but it's a curtain. It's
Okay.
not a door. It's not a wall. So you're going to be
Yeah.
able to hear all this stuff, all
Yeah.
this freaking frack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were like horsing around in the back, and then Sam came back and was like, "What are you guys doing? Stop it!" And I was like, "Sorry, dude."
This is the strangest. That's such a weird thing.
Dude, like,
Do
It's
you
just
and-
horseplay.
I know, but do you guys normally do that?
I don't. Don't touch me.
no,
Don't
no.
touch
That,
me.
that was
so
that was the
strange.
first time I engaged in a wrestling
In horseplay?
Yeah.
As an adult?
No, maybe not as an adult, but like,
The last time I saw no horse playing sign was like at the pool, community pool.
yeah, we were just kind of like,
They could have used they could have used a few at Penn State.
Oh, yikes.
That's what he called. That's what the rapist
And
called
that's horseplay?
Yeah, he's like, oh, it was horseplay in the shower with the
so,
naked boys.
so like, I'm gonna take blame because like I could have backed off. And like not did it, but like I fed into it, and I was just like, okay. So it was, you're just
Yeah.
messing around.
You
I
gotta
mean, like,
remember where you
I
are,
find
though.
it
You
so
gotta-
funny.
You got to remember where you are, though, and that's it.
I know. I acknowledged. I
You were
went up
excited.
to-
You got touched by Mickey, and it got
I
you
know. It
worked
got
up,
me
yeah.
all. It got me all of my spirit. So
Is
am
he
I?
hot
am
at
I?
least?
What?
Is he hot at least?
Mickey's a fine-looking guy, I guess.
He definitely like. There's this one show, and like there was this one girl in particular that like threw herself at Mickey.
I've seen
Like,
that happen.
There's
too.
girls that
Yeah.
are into his look, like a bald guy with a beard. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
you know, he's very pale,
Yeah, I went up to Sam,
but he's a good-looking guy.
I went up to him later and be like, "Hey, man, sorry about that."
Yeah.
He's just like, "Yeah, it's fine." He's like, "No big deal." I'm like, "All right."
But
So
just
nobody got hurt. Nothing broke.
he just likes to preemptively, shut it down before it gets too out of control.
Yeah.
So I got yelled at for. So I guess on the
Same night?
rules, and no, this is
Oh,
on
okay.
Sunday.
When was the last time you got yelled at by Sam?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually ever have been like yelled at by him. I've been like, he'd be like, "Don't do that cancer joke anymore," kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, but he's not like yelling at me.
No, I mean yelling is the wrong.
yeah,
thing.
but like
he
reprimanded,
Yeah.
or just even like cautioned. But so was this Sunday or it might have been Monday? I think it was Monday on Memorial Day. Yeah, we were just in the pool, me and Danny, and we're in the pool, and I guess on the rules it says no alcohol, and we were like,
no horsing around.
I had a White Claw and she had a tea, and we were just sipping on them, like I've been doing for the past 3 summers that I've lived here.
Yeah.
And this one lady comes up and she's like, there's no alcohol in the pool. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And she's like, well, it's in the rules. And I was like, okay. And I go look at the rules. And I'm like, okay. But I was just like, but what do you care?
What is it doing? Yeah.
Like,
was it
why-
somebody that worked there?
No.
Worked here? No.
No.
Just
Somebody that
a,
lives
No, because
so I hate
I want to
it.
punch.
yeah.
her.
And that's like that.
She was
and,
old, wasn't she? Not
course,
no,
yes.
not old, like 50s.
Like, yeah, she's a boomer.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she just
Boomers,
like,
yeah.
oh, I see people doing things that they're not supposed to do. I gotta
Ooh, I
tell
hate
them
it.
they're not doing the right thing.
Like they're gonna take the swimming pool away from adults.
right.
Right.
Well, like I can get fined.
Yeah.
There's an HOA, but I don't want to get fined.
Right.
But
so
also,
what are you
like,
gonna do?
Just pour it in a cup or put it in a koozie
Koozie?
or something like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Are Sunday Fundays coming back?
Oh yeah.
Because I never got to last year. No, I can't.
Yeah. But you
Yeah.
come over on Sunday.
Wait, this Sunday?
Yeah.
Yes, I have
You have 8 tattoo appointments.
No,
But
no.
after that.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna say it just in case somebody listens. But yeah,
Okay.
after I
After.
can.
Oh,
What time do you think that'll be done?
Noon 1.
Oh, okay,
noon
cool.
1. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I won't.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So come on over around when that's done.
Heck yeah! Is it
Sunday
supposed to be
Funday.
nice?
I don't know.
Are you coming?
no.
He doesn't swim.
Ew! So you can hang out,
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
smoke. No, you
No,
can
I
probably
can't.
not.
No,
You
I
can-
can't Sunday. I'm directing this thing.
Oh yeah, you guys are filming stuff.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Raj.
You and Raj.
We
Yeah.
talked about it on
Yeah.
the last
It's
episode.
nerve-wracking.
It is nerve-wracking, but you guys are going to do great. I'm doing his special is on Friday. I think it's all. You can probably still go to rajdoescomedy.com and get on the wait list if you want to see me and Mary and Raj and
Waitlist.
Brian Sternick.
Brian Sternick, for Raj's special that we talked about last week. Yeah. He's filming it this Friday.
Hell
It's gonna
yeah.
be a good time. So yeah, I got yelled at by that lady and like whatever, but I hate that like we're not harming anything.
Right.
We're like just minding our own business.
Yeah.
And people like that just drive me nuts.
Yeah, you weren't horse playing. Like it's
No,
fine.
there's a lot of
Horse
horseplay. I know the name of the episode.
Horse playing.
Horse playing.
And then, but I did get into a bit, and I talked about this a little bit on the Alan Cox show, but I'm going to get into it a little bit more because Thursday last week at High and Dry, there was Okay Pants, my
Yeah, it was
trainer
a bunch of-
Ricky, I call them the Tremont Five.
Okay.
Which like one of the guys is like, stop calling us that. It sounds terrible. Like, but now we're in a group
Damn
chat.
it.
Tremont Five, which is pretty
Yeah.
funny. So they all did stand up, and like none of them had done it before except for Pants, and Pants hasn't done it for a long time. So they basically all went up there, and like it was kind of like a gimmicky thing because we're gonna end the season at High and Dry and like take a break for the summer, but it's caught on so well that we're like, well, let's not ruin the momentum and keep it going all through the summer.
And then,
cool.
Did you ruin the momentum?
No, it was a really fun show because I had those 5 guys go up, and then I had Gabe Gary and Raj do sets.
Okay.
And so and they all did pretty well, and I kept the crowd laughing in between. Like it was good. It was ended up being a really good show. But there's one dude that was at the show,
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah,
I
and
want to
he-
know everything about this.
and tell me what you
Oh
know.
yeah, I did see a little bit about
Okay,
this
so
too. Yeah.
so this guy, he is he shows up there and he's being rude to the staff, and then he is being hitting on every single girl. He hit on my girlfriend. She went to a different bar to pick up some drugs and not weed, real drugs. No, it was actually weed. But he like hit on her there, and like was just any girl that was by him, he's just hitting on like just being like a creep, like a real creep. And
I know who he is too.
You do?
yeah, I sent you the profile.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of a public figure.
Oh, really?
A little bit of a public figure.
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
Can I see?
Yeah, I'll show you.
I'm interested in what they look like.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what he looks like, but
No, I don't
okay.
know what he looks like.
Okay.
I mean, I know what he looks like now, but just the
Yeah.
fact that he.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So he's being a dick to the server or the bartenders, which is like, don't do that.
Right, yeah.
Then he's like creeping all these girls out. Don't do that. And then all through the show, he's getting shushed constantly because he's not shutting the fuck up when everybody else in the room is there for the comedy show.
Yeah.
And he's the one guy that can't fucking keep his mouth shut.
Is he drunk during this?
He's
or?
pretty drunk,
Yeah.
but like,
he's
also a douche.
Excuse. Yeah, that was an excuse. Just curious.
right. And so then Raj goes up at the end of the night and it had been like watching this guy and fucking ripped him apart. He's
Hell
like,
yeah.
hey, here's this creepy old dude in the China basketball shirt that keeps treating the bartenders bad and creeping at all the girls. And like, he like said funnier shit than that. Like he was actually like roasting the guy pretty good. And the guy got fucking furious. And he's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of that guy. And so then I just walk right over and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, what? I'm like, you can't threaten one of my comedians and expect to be able to stay here.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I wasn't really gonna do it.
He said, I just yelled it in a public forum.
Yeah. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then his guys come over and they're like, oh, he's not really gonna do it. He's not really gonna do it. I'm like, okay, I don't care. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
And then he backed up. He's like, oh, I won't do anything. And then literally like I turn around and he's gone. Like, so he just left anyway, but he just didn't want like me to push him out the door. But he like left. But then the best part is
This is the best part.
he texts the owner of the bar because like they know who he is and like he knows that the owner, and the owner did stand up that night, and he's like, you lost my business and all my boys' business. We'll never be back ever. Hope it was funny. Around 12 o'clock I get a text from one of my friends that was like in on this group chat because like he sent it to the Tremont 5 group chat, and he's like,
The guy's back.
guy's back. he's this guy that said he's never gonna step foot in here again is back like less than 2 hours later.
That's insane.
Yeah, and
Which is surprising me because I think he had a practice to be at the next day, didn't he?
maybe I don't
Did
know.
he maybe have a?
I don't know if they're in season right now, but
but you know, when you're a head coach somewhere,
not high
It's
school.
wild.
yeah, not high school or professional.
Somewhere in between.
Yeah, someone can make a case that he was a douche.
Yeah, someone could make that case.
That he's a big douche.
What's your favorite genre of film?
Westerns?
Yeah,
They're great.
they're
great.
fantastic.
Perfect. They're my fave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and maybe he was
Something
just
about
having
that
a
black
bad
and white.
night. We'll see if he actually, because I guess he was there again on like
Oh, even
Monday,
not the same day.
yeah, like another day. Like he showed up again. Like
maybe he doesn't remember.
I think he's just a sad dude.
Maybe.
I think he's just.
I would be too if I had to
dude.
coach there
No, that's not a place known for their
for their
athletics. Yeah. Yeah, like, come on.
What place though? We totally didn't say it.
No way.
No.
No, we all know what it is.
Yeah.
There's no way that anybody could figure out where we're.
No, this would
talking
be
about.
a tough
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
To crack.
Well, we should stay reserved though.
Right.
Yeah.
I like saying things without saying things.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Delusional.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Kind of like being a head basketball coach at that college.
at that college, what even is the mascot of that school?
What school?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, but I want to know.
What is it? What is the mascot?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What is the mascot?
I don't want to say because that would give it away.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
Have
what-
can't-
you ever
that
seen
give it away?
300?
Oh, a Spartan.
Yeah, they're Spartans in the movie 300.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
right, you're right.
Unrelated to what we were talking
Right,
about.
which is totally unrelated to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to
For
Gerard
those of you,
Butler?
and I know like there are going to be some like amateur code breakers, I will tell you this: he is not the head basketball coach at Case Western Reserve University Spartans. He is not that. So any amateur code breaker who's trying to say that
even
that's
know.
not what we're saying.
I should have probably cut that out.
Oh, okay.
I should have.
But I don't think you're. Will you? Is the mystery?
I said I should have.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So that guy's a douche.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. He was just maybe he's having a hard. Maybe he
Everyone's
just wants
getting
friends.
Everyone's getting yelled at comedy shows.
Yeah.
But
need to
Well,
start
then like
coming.
all the comics, like they saw me like in the guy's face, and they're like,
they kind of circled around you.
"Well, no." They're like, "We saw that was going
They
on,
left
and we're like,
you.
if something went
That was
down,
great."
we'd go get you." And I'm like, I know the guy's not gonna throw a punch at me,
Right.
And if he does, like, I'm not the guy that throws punches,
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna try and fight the guy. I just don't want him
He's
to
gonna try to fuck the guy.
I don't want him to try and fight Raj.
I'm gonna fuck you to death.
I just want him to know that, like, if he goes at Raj, then he's got to deal with us. And also, I'm not
All the funny haha guys.
I don't throw punches, especially when you're that close to quarters.
Yeah.
I just grab your neck.
Ooh, there we go. I like that.
If you grab the neck,
Yeah,
then they don't know
then
what to fucking do.
Yeah, but maybe he likes it. He's like, yeah,
That's fine. Then I give him a
Nice.
kiss. I grab his neck and just go. Mwah.
Oh, I love you. Have a good season.
Yeah.
Never could see that.
Let's see what their record was last year.
I'm actually interested to see what their record was.
Wait, which sport?
Basketball.
Okay.
Is it men's or women's? Is either coach?
He's, I believe, men's. I don't think they let him coach women.
Yeah.
20-7.
That's a pretty good record.
That's not
actually, I'd
bad.
say. Well, I mean, in their conference, it's kind
Yeah.
of like, but what's the conference?
Conference, they were 8-5.
What?
In their conference, they were 8-5.
Oh, that's not very good.
That's not very good.
That's not very good. No.
They didn't lose any 11-4 at home, 8-3 away. So like they're not a terrible team,
No.
but they weren't playing like
He's 0-1 against comics, though.
yeah. I mean, yeah. So good for him, I guess. But he's not. That's like what D3 basketball.
Yeah.
Playing teams like Emory and Rochester and Carnegie Mellon, like it's all nerd teams.
Fucking
Bunch
nerds.
of fucking computer programmers versus a bunch
Oh my
of
god! Wait,
dentists.
so you're telling me this guy won 8-5 against a bunch of fucking nerds? What a nerd!
Yeah.
What a fucking loser!
Speaking of nerds and basketball, did you guys watch Stranger Things or no?
I won
didn't finish
episode 2.
Okay.
Or
I watched
3.
the first season of it. I just couldn't
Didn't
vibe
go
with it as much
further.
as
Yeah.
everybody.
I'm on
Yeah,
episode
it is-
3, I believe. It's really gross so far this season.
Dude, it's so
Very
intense.
violent, yeah.
Dude, so intense.
Yeah. Like in the first episode, little spoiler alert here, there's this. So if you haven't watched Stranger Things, I imagine you're okay with this. You said you're okay
Yeah,
with
that's fine. I'm not gonna watch it.
There's this like cheerleader girl, and she gets like taken away to this like other place in her mind, and she's floating, and then all of a sudden all her bones start breaking all crazy,
eyes get
and her
sucked
eyes
out.
get sucked out of her head. It's fucking
It's very
nuts.
dark, very
Yeah.
dark. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like they've had some crazy stuff happen in the show, but that's like the darkest thing
It
for
was
sure.
like episode 1, 2, and 3, I
Yeah,
think, was
something like
just
that,
like
yeah.
Season
intense.
5, right?
This is 4. I think 5's the last.
Yeah, I think 5 is
Yeah,
the last,
which
yeah.
makes me say
And
I
I think
like
it's already
it.
done though.
Done,
I think it's filmed already.
Yeah, I think so
I heard
too.
was somebody. I saw a funny tweet that said puberty ruined that show.
I mean, they're not like adorable kids anymore. They're just teenagers, and like
It's
they're-
different.
They're all awkward as fuck looking, except for 11.
Yeah, they're all. It's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 11 looks like a regular girl, but like the rest of them,
They're in weird
they're in
stages.
real weird stages.
Yeah.
I got accused of yawning a lot on this show.
Oh,
Somebody
really?
came up
Are
to
we
me-
boring?
No, you guys aren't boring. I just
you
it's so
not
weird this
sleeping?
time. I don't really sleep like that much.
Really?
Yeah, I get maybe 4.5, 5 hours.
Oh
That's
my
not
god,
good.
that's not good at
No,
all.
it's not
Need
good
more
at all.
sleep.
Yeah.
I love sleeping, man.
Same, dude. It's my
On
fave.
on Sunday, we slept from like 11 to 11. Like it was crazy.
I slept a lot
11
this
PM
weekend too.
to
To
11
11 a.m. Yeah.
Hell
Wait,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
fell asleep Saturday night,
Sunday to Monday.
Sunday into Monday.
Yeah.
Man, that's I don't want to go to bed at 11.
Well, I didn't.
No, I love it.
We like had a pool day. Like I went to
That's
the rib
that's
cook-off.
exhausting too.
Yeah, like being in the sun. Like I did a lot of stuff. So like going to bed at 11 felt real nice. Also, you don't drink, so like it's not
You
really
don't get it.
going to sleep. You're just passing out.
Yeah.
Your body's
This
like,
is the most
leave me alone.
adversarial episode Tommy and I have ever had.
I think so, and I think it's working. I think
you think so?
the viewers are gonna enjoy it.
Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, burp in his mouth.
Yeah, burp,
Burp in his
Burp on
fucking
him.
mouth.
All right. So here's what I wanted to get to. Some interesting subreddit that I've stumbled on is Are Nice Guys.
Okay.
And it's like sarcastic nice guys. These are guys that like were being nice because they were trying to fuck, and then they're getting called out on it on this subreddit. And here's an example of it. This girl posted this exchange that they had. She says, "Well, me and blank went shopping today, bought some shoes." And he goes, "Oh, so both are like dating?" And she's like, "Yeah, for like a week." And he's like, "How?" And
Is this like translated?
no, I think this is like
Yeah, because
Idiots?
I'm not.
He goes
following.
by-
I know me neither.
I'm not
Sounds
gonna
like
lie.
a
I'm
weird
sorry.
robot.
these are friends.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a guy that's being like
Flirty with a girl.
Like when he thinks he's got an in with her, and she's like, "Oh, this is just
We're
my
just
friend that we
friends."
talk online."
Been there.
And so her name is Liana. His name's Lone Wolf. And she goes,
I hope that was his name that his parents gave him.
I hope so
Like
too.
her name is Leona.
Hi.
He's like Lone Wolf Miller.
Yeah, I was about to
So-
say Lone Wolf Miller.
Oh, that's me.
So she's basically saying like, "Well, I was busy today and I went and he bought me shoes." And he's like, "Oh, so you both are like dating?" And she's like, "Yeah, for like a week." Like, and he's like, "How?" And she goes, "Saw him a few days ago, seemed cool. My friend introduced us and it was pretty quick." So like, "Oh, you met somebody that's
Right.
yeah." And then he goes, "That's disappointing. I expected we'll date someday, as I've been so nice to you the whole time. Never made you uncomfortable and was always there for you."
Ew.
And then she goes, "The what?"
Wait, what?
the whole time.
She literally goes, "The," and then what? Like, what the fuck? And then he goes, "I don't know how you can be so shallow. We've been talking since months." So maybe this is translated.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
has to be.
We've been talking for months. You must have known me well enough by now that I've been nothing but good and helpful towards you. You even told me that my girlfriend would be lucky, and then it cuts off. But it's like, yeah, so this is like an angry dude that, and there's a bunch of them. There's so many where it's just like, do you know what AITA means?
No.
Am I the asshole?
Yeah,
That's what
am
it is.
I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for making an ugly post about her? It says, "I've been crushing on this girl for years. We used to work together 3 months ago, but she recently left because she found a better job. We text here and there, but I decided enough is enough, and I'm finally gonna make a move and confess my feelings to her. I know she really likes this EDM DJ, so tonight I bought 2 tickets backstage, meet and greet passes, and after me and her, we're gonna hang out some more." The show was great. We were vibing really well together, going wild, and I was having a blast. After the show, the meet and greet happened. While the artist started vibing really well with her too, apparently. She ended up bailing on hanging with me and decided to spend the rest of the night with the DJ. I am so fucking furious. I wrote a Facebook post on how she is so stuck up and how no one should trust her. She hasn't seen it yet, but a lot of our mutual friends have and made comments on it. Did I go too far? So do you think he went too far?
He is the asshole.
He is
Of
the
course, he's
asshole.
a huge asshole.
Yeah.
But also, like, yeah, you had such a good, like, just have a good time. Like you were having a good time,
Right.
but you went in there with such expectations of like, oh, this is gonna be the night that she hooks up with me, but you never.
The expectation is weird
You
with
never-
like no
Right.
no conversation.
I literally
prior to.
went to a wedding like with a date, and then she.
You're the opposite of this.
Yeah, I'm like the opposite.
You are. I mean,
I-
between the story a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I literally went to a wedding with a date one time, and she was like, "Hey, like, do you mind? Like, this dude and I are like really fine." I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Go ahead. I don't care. Like, we're not a thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's fine
Wow.
by me.
Right.
I would have been like, "Yeah, dude, go fuck that EDM DJ."
Yeah.
Dude, her
Go get that,
favorite
yeah.
EDM
Her favorite
DJ.
EDM DJ. Yeah, you took her to her hall pass, and then she's like,
Right.
"Yeah, I'll party with you."
So funny.
Yeah. But what he didn't realize is that, like, if he wasn't so focused on her, he could have kept hanging out, and there's going to be other girls there to talk to.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be other awesome EDM DJs.
Or you
Yeah.
fuck her after the EDM.
Yeah,
DJ.
you get a little part two.
Right.
Yeah,
why
ain't
not?
nothing wrong with sucking a little some other guy's jism.
I don't mean
out
like
of a
directly
lady.
after or without a condom.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Let me.
Why would you do
backtrack.
But
something
even
with
if
a
you
jizz
did
out?
mean that,
Yeah, I mean,
this
if you-
guy needs to get laid.
Yeah, but
Right.
if you did mean that, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Obviously,
Obviously.
Tommy.
That's so weird.
Ain't nothing wrong
Anna-
with.
Yeah, on a like weird tangent, like about that. This photographer started following me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Did you
was
see
like,
that? That's such a weird.
Okay, so catch,
Oh,
catch me
yes.
up to
Let's get.
speed.
Yes, please tell us about this.
I want catch me up to speed because I
This
saw
actually
something.
like plays really well into
Yeah.
a real
weird-
life,
yeah.
a real life nice guy.
So like the guy has not like reached out to me or anything, so it's not like a direct, you know, weird thing. Let me find his account though. I forget what it's called. But I clicked on him because he started following me, and I'm like, let's see who this photographer is. And his bio says like published photographer, which is a red flag to
one
me
here.
for men. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, because I saw this, and then I'm like, okay, and then I saw this.
Oh yeah, dude, love that show. Do you love it?
No, I don't know what that means. I thought maybe you were referencing.
Okay.
This
No.
person.
It's a Letterkenny.
Yeah, Letterkenny,
thing.
great show.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So it's this photographer, and in his bio it says, "Respect is earned, not given."
Yeah. Okay. I'm
And
just
isn't
like,
that
that's
just a weird?
That's a red flag right there.
Yeah, like why would you post that as like a photography page? It's a shitty notion, anyways.
Right.
But like as a photographer, I would not want to shoot with you
Yeah.
with that. Isn't that strange?
That is a strange thing. Because, I mean, like, let's dissect the idea that respect is earned and not given. So, like,
Depends on the context.
are you supposed to be shitty to someone until they earn your respect?
That's what it sounds like.
No, that's not how when I hear somebody say that. That's not how I take it.
Okay.
How do you take it?
I take it like I respect you until you give me a reason not to.
See, I don't think that's what he means.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he means
don't
either.
I think
that's
he
what
does.
means either.
I think
Just based on
I
like
think
why would you put that
that
on your
saying.
Right.
photography
Yeah.
page?
I think that saying means I will not respect you until you earn it.
Yeah.
That's what I take away from that. Not
Yeah, me too.
like because I think we're all pretty respectful people.
Yeah.
Other than, backstage horseplay. But
That sounded super gay. That
I
sounded
mean-
really gay.
I mean,
I mean,
Oh
you
my
were-
God, was me and Mickey doing a gay thing?
you guys were.
Was it a little bit of a gay
a little
thing?
bit of a gay thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's all right.
Happy
That's-
Pride.
Yeah. Happy Pride.
AJ hates Pride.
Because I hate gays. No, I'm kidding. I totally don't hate pride or gays.
I do.
sounded
Thank you
so
for clarifying.
convincing when I said that. Didn't
Yeah,
I?
very convincing.
There's like a weird battle with Pride now where there's all the businesses that are like,
Dude, yeah,
they're like, oh, it's Pride Month. We have to participate in Pride.
but then they get shit talked.
Yeah, they get
For
shit
doing
talked for doing that. But it's like, but they also are doing it. So it's like,
It's a
like,
good thing.
It's a good thing. You can't, it's like a lose-lose situation. Like you either participate in Pride and like, be like, hey, we're supportive. Or you don't, and they're like,
Right.
"Hey, why aren't you supporting
Pride,
us?"
yeah.
And, like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird.
and-
Everything.
and that's why gays are confusing.
Yeah. Fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
You guys are sending mixed messages.
I get
you
it
thought
to
we
an
were the ones
extent.
sending mixed messages. It's you that's sending mixed messages. Do you want our support? Or do you not want our support? What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're getting my support whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
will
to support you
you.
so fucking hard.
And then Chick-fil-A is
I'm
like,
going
nope.
to support. I'm
This is
going
the Bill Squire
support you
Show.
and
So
nurture the
hard.
cause and raise my children to think it's fine and believe it's fine and normal.
From a young age.
Right,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
not. It's something you're
Not
born.
a hard conversation.
You're so born and it's not a choice.
It's not.
And it's not a hard conversation to have with your child.
It's not.
When someone's like, how do I explain this to my child? It's easy. Because love is an easy concept to understand.
Same-sex parents are fine.
Like,
Child will not be any different. That's how hard I'm supporting the cause.
hey, brother, if you love another man, that's your business, not mine.
Hey, sister, same.
I'm not gonna do a weird.
What you do
wrestling
in your
promo.
bedroom is none of my business. Like Russell.
But I want to see it.
Wait, what?
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 I don't know.
Do you like gay porn?
Do a what?
What?
Oh,
He
yeah.
said he supports.
Yeah, I
Right.
support it. I watch all gay
Watch
porn.
it all.
I watch so much
That's how
gay
supportive
porn,
he
dude. I
is. Yeah.
support it. I support it in private, quietly to myself.
The way a man should support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And out loud.
Yeah.
In public. I do both things simultaneously.
Have you guys watched Obi-Wan yet?
No,
is a
not
hard
yet. Is it good?
I haven't watched it yet because Danny and I have been going. She never saw the prequels, and I've been watching the prequels with her, and I love the prequels. People hate them. I love them.
I enjoyed that. I did not watch Star Wars like when they were big. Like I was an adult when I watched
Yeah.
them all, other than like clips, like because my neighbor was like obsessed with it. But
Yeah.
like, yeah. But did you see the post that Star Wars did the other day?
No.
I guess there's like a character. I don't even know her name. but the black,
okay. I
the
know what you're
black
talking
girl.
about. Yeah. So,
Black lady. I said girl.
well, there
That's
was
what I meant.
one lady that was getting like really
a lot
harassed
of hate
for being on Obi-Wan
and being black.
yeah, and there's so many fucking pieces of shit Star Wars fans that
Dude, it's
like
ugh.
like what they did to Jake Lloyd who played Anakin in the first one.
Yeah.
Like they fucking ruined that dude's life.
Oh, I don't even know what happened with that.
Oh, like
He got tormented.
he got tormented.
why?
entire life.
Because
Yeah.
because he was
'Cause
the
nobody
villain,
liked him.
or
No, because he was a 10-year-old
Like a-
boy and they didn't.
Who sucked at acting.
Yeah.
okay.
You know what though?
Yeah.
We were watching it, and my girlfriend's like, "He's adorable." I'm like, "Well, he is."
Yeah.
But he wasn't a great actor, but he's adorable.
I don't share the same enthusiasms with the prequels that
No,
you guys
yeah.
do.
No, I don't have
Listen,
it either way. I don't.
I understand
hate
they
'em.
have their flaws, but I've gotten to the point where I look past it
Mm-hmm.
and just enjoy it for the story because the story overall is solid. Like Palpatine manipulating this war
Yeah.
is, and like you kind of have to forget the other
Jar
stuff.
Jar.
Well, Jar Jar, but like even like you kind of have to like there's some revisionist history for what happens in the sequels, but it's one of those things where like that guy that plays what's his name that plays Palpatine is great in that movie and in that whole series, and so is Ewan McGregor and even Hayden Christensen, who like I've been hard on over the years. I'm like he's not terrible.
I think he's pretty bad.
He's got moments. He's
Yeah,
got moments.
I can't.
And then Natalie
see that.
Portman, I love her so much.
I like it. I just the prequels fall flat for me. That's
When's
just
the last
me,
time you watched them?
5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
There's not many movies that I like absolutely hate. I don't know if it's because I don't watch them or not, but I can usually at least appreciate them if the story's good enough. I just watched Insidious. Insidious for the first time.
I never seen that.
Interesting movie. Have you seen it?
A long time ago.
Okay. Titan. I also watched that. I didn't finish it, but that one is fucked up.
Do you know David Lynch was originally supposed to direct Return of the Jedi?
Oh,
He
really?
originally
That
just
would.
wanted David Lynch to do it, but he said no, and he went and did Dune.
I mean,
Fuck Dune.
Yeah.
Star
hate
Wars
Dune.
isn't
You don't like
really.
The first Dune.
It's weird.
Like
but-
I like the remake,
Yeah.
but the original Dune is fucking garbage.
You
trash.
can't make that movie. Like you can't. I mean, have you
The
read
new
the
one's
book?
good.
I've never read the book.
It's
I like
so-
the-
I haven't seen the
You
new
should
one yet.
watch it.
But I'm a
It's-
huge fan of the books.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, well, and so it's just such an ambitious thing.
There's a
like
lot.
the first book is like 10 movies.
I didn't even finish the first book. Like I enjoy it, but it is
Yeah.
very long.
It's a
very
lot.
yeah. It's very detailed.
Yeah, I watched.
But
the David
enjoyed
Lynch Dune is.
It's hard.
It's not good.
No, it's hard. But I like
Yeah.
Kyle MacLachlan and I like Sting.
I don't like. I don't like David Lynch.
No,
Yeah, I know.
don't.
Yeah,
A lot
we
of
were
people-
talking about this.
Yeah.
I really like David Lynch.
I enjoy.
I
it.
feel like my Slutman character is very Lynchian.
Yeah, but that's only like a
I could
couple
see that.
minutes.
Yeah.
So I can take a few minutes of Lynch. Even like Twin Peaks, I like was into for
That's
a
very,
little bit, but like I just
tame, I
get
feel like compared.
because that's David Lynch, right?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
David
Like
Lynch, yeah.
I love
but
Twin
like
Peaks.
his movies are just.
They're
I like his movies.
I feel like he's trying so hard.
I see.
I don't know that he is. I just think he's
I
an
just
odd
think he's
that
fucking
weird.
person.
Weird,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think he's really weird.
All right, well he's weird and I'm not that weird.
Did
Yeah.
you see the?
And I'm pretty weird.
I watched like an interview with him. They were like David Lynch. It was like a YouTube video cut. Like David Lynch reveals his influences, and it was just like, what influenced your stuff? And he goes, the city of Philadelphia. and then literally the next one, somebody asks the same question. He goes, Philadelphia. So like it's the same thing. He's like committed. He's like this. It's the things
Is he
I've
just
seen.
a troll?
No, I think he's just
He's
bizarre.
weird. I follow his Instagram, and he is a very
And he's
strange
so
dude.
funny.
And I
There are
find him
things in
so
his movies
hot
that are,
too.
like, so
He's
funny.
like
But
80
is
now.
it supposed to be funny though?
What? What'd you say?
Is it supposed to be funny?
Yeah, there are moments where it's deliberately supposed to
Okay.
be funny. Like, have you ever seen Blue Velvet?
No,
The dude gets into like a car accident. And he's in like the body cast, like in a bed. He's like, and it's just like so funny. Eraserhead. There's a scene where you're expecting. He gets on an elevator. He hits up, and the dude's like standing on the elevator, and you're like waiting for a jump scare, and it's like 30 seconds, way too long, and then the door just closes. The elevator door
It's fine.
just closes.
It's just yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I'm a big David Lynch fan.
I'm into weird stuff, but David Lynch has never grabbed me.
Yeah.
And yeah, his Dune is not my thing. Maybe if I was like I can watch it and laugh at it, but it's not like it just
No, I understand.
it takes itself pretty serious.
Yeah,
serious,
but I mean,
yeah.
there's other movies that he did that aren't like The Elephant Man
I never watched
I
that.
never
with
saw that
Anthony
one.
Hopkins and John Hurt. That's an excellent movie.
Two good guys right there.
Yeah.
Good guys right there.
There's
I'm like
two-
I know them. Just
No,
two
but
good
you
guys.
sounded like you were German. You were like guten guys.
Good
Good
thing, yeah.
guys.
They were good
They're
guys.
very good guys. That's great. I
He does
find him
have great
very
hair.
hot. How old is he now? Because he's still hot.
I know a lot of people like are really attracted to David Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just like the way
1946, so
he
he's old.
talks.
He's old. What'd you say? The way he talks.
The way he
It's a good-
talks, he
yeah,
talks like
loud.
Dude, it's so awesome. Did you know that on his YouTube channel every day he gives the weather report?
No, I didn't.
Really?
His,
Okay, we're gonna
his
get-
Instagram.
And he does this. He does this thing called the number of the day.
Yes, yeah, that he
You've
does
seen
that on Instagram sometimes.
Yeah,
he
he
shares
just
it.
he just it's like this jar. And
I don't know if he has dementia or no. It's just
no,
him. It's just him.
who he is. Yeah.
He's great.
Here's David Lynch.
Good
Man.
morning. It's June 1, 2022, and it's a Wednesday. Here in LA, a sunny morning, very still right now, 61 degrees Fahrenheit,
I'd fuck him.
around
Yeah.
16 Celsius. Today, I was thinking about
That's so long.
Chuck Berry and his song Maybelline
He's so
from
funny.
the year 1955.
Is he autistic?
Probably.
Probably. There's
Yeah.
probably an element.
Yeah.
He's
Have you
on-
ever seen
he's on the
Rabbits?
No, I
Have you seen
haven't.
David? Put up David Lynch Rabbits.
I just.
Like it was a series of short films that he did in the early, like not the early days of the internet, but the early aughts. And he just did like go to the there's like should be like a trailer. It's like a minute and a half long.
I threw a piece of plastic.
There's
in
like a
my
2 minute.
drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is just what it is. And Naomi Watts is one of the rabbits.
Rabbit's experience. So just like people in a rabbit costume.
Yeah, like it's.
Yeah, I don't.
He hates it so much. He's
I
like,
don't care. Like I
Yeah.
don't care about rabbits.
Yeah,
I do like the weather report. So
I
far,
do.
though.
yeah.
This afternoon, it'll be going up to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. That's around 28 Celsius. And
I'm gonna DM
we've had
him.
this kind of day
You can DM David
once
Lynch.
before.
We'll see.
that I
Yeah,
commented
when you're Tommy,
on.
you can DM everybody.
No, I.
61 Fahrenheit.
What do I say
Right
to him?
now, reverse
Ask if you can see his
61,
dick.
you can
No,
see
a-
no.
no. Ask if he would be on our podcast.
Yeah.
82
Oh, wait.
Fahrenheit, the highs for today.
Maybe he doesn't have.
Reverse 82,
Maybe
you
it's
get
just.
28
I
Celsius.
thought he had one.
I know he's on
Interesting
Twitter.
For us weather people.
For us, what?
He's on the spectrum. That's what it is. He's on the
I
spectrum.
love him.
He's on the spectrum and
that's
he
why it's
makes
great.
movies.
I thought he had an account.
Put him on dating. Was it Love on the Spectrum?
Would you talk shit about David? Would you talk shit about David Lynch to David
Yeah,
Lynch's face?
absolutely.
If we got him on the show,
I would be like, why do you make your movies like the way you do? They're not good.
I could tell you exactly why. I can tell you exactly
Let
why.
David tell me.
Okay,
But you can tell me what you
I
think.
know why. No, I know. I know why.
Why?
Because he
Because
wanted
of Philadelphia?
Philadelphia. No, he wanted to be an artist, like a fine artist, like a painter, but he didn't have what it takes. So he wanted to make the paintings he saw using moving pictures. That's why it's just very abstract and like Dada. That's why. That's why he makes them. That
Wait,
way.
he couldn't make abstract art?
No, but like in the style, like it would have. He could have, but it wouldn't have been like. But he took
wanted
this
to do it
avenue as a
differently,
filmmaker.
yeah.
Yeah. He's just like. It's just very abstract.
Yeah. You can't. So you couldn't make the abstract paintings that you wanted, so you made weird movies?
Yeah, I
People
enjoy them.
appreciate them.
I'm sure they do.
I know.
I don't know why. But whatever.
Do you like
think that's
Alejandro Jodorowsky?
Yeah,
Because his shit's weird.
yeah,
too.
his shit's weird. Yeah,
Alejandro Jodorowsky.
What does he do?
The Holy Mountain.
Never seen it. Don't know who he is.
What's
But you guys
what's
like
the
all
other
those
big
like
one?
A24 like weird
Yeah, I
things?
like- I
like weird stuff.
I don't get into that stuff as much.
fuck
I'm like
with it.
I like weird when it comes to some comedy.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like just making a movie that doesn't make any sense, I fucking hate
but
it.
No, but here's the thing, though. I will disagree because I could follow the plot to every David Lynch movie. It's just a little out of like Tarantino's hard to follow too.
He's jumping around in the timeline. He's not jumping.
Yeah, but I
that's
mean,
not
some
the
people
same
are
as-
confused. But like, I could follow the plot, and it's
It's not that I can't follow the plot. It's that I don't care about the plot because it's trying so hard to be this weird thing that I go, hey, your art isn't.
it feels like
Speaking to me.
It feels like I'm in a nightmare. Like that's what I.
Yeah,
feel
I don't
like.
want to be in a nightmare.
No, I know, but it's there are other things from like a cinema perspective that like okay, like some dudes are really good at story.
Yeah,
And
I think
plot.
that's the most important thing.
It depends. It depends.
I think being able to tell a good story to me
Yeah.
is the most important thing.
And that's-
with a TV show or a movie. If you're trying to tell a story,
I understand.
if you're just trying to evoke certain emotions,
yeah, it's
That's
tonality.
yeah.
Yeah.
then
It's
I-
emotions for him.
yeah, but I like
I got you.
emotions. Come on, I want the emotions to be applied to a understandable
characters you care about.
Yeah, like I mean, it's a little bit
That makes
traditional,
sense.
but it's the same reason. Like
I don't
I'm
think
in
there's
this
anything
certain
wrong with
literature
that.
too, because like sometimes it's so existential and going in such like ridiculous or not like ridiculous, but just odd directions that I lose focus on what like let
Is
me
going
let me
on.
discover the story and the point of what you're trying to do while I'm reading it. Don't try to like make it this big symbol. I don't like symbols.
Well,
so
I mean,
much.
What he's saying is he's stupid.
right? No,
I'm not saying I'm stupid. I am
he's
stupid.
just saying he doesn't like it.
I'm just yeah. I'm-
No, but like okay, so like, there's a lot. Okay, so there's like jump scares, right? Like everybody knows a jump scare.
yeah.
But like his jump scares like defy conventional things, but they still work. Like a jump scare functions in like three three things have to happen for a jump scare to happen in a film, right? There's the pledge. Have you ever seen the movie Prestige?
Yes.
The Prestige?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like they describe
Love
it.
that movie.
They describe it like that. There's the pledge, the turn, then the prestige.
And that's what
And that's how a jump scare works. But
Christopher Nolan, he's a very good storyteller. There is some weirdness and stuff like
yeah,
that.
you see, I don't necessarily know because I get
He leaves
lost in
things-
Interstellar.
He leaves some things up to interpretation, but I think overall you get some decent stories.
Yeah, I mean, like there are some like Inception, but it's just kind of like even then, it's just like by the end of it, I'm like, okay, it functions kind of Lynchian there. It's just like not necessarily sure what happened.
Well, that's why Prestige is my favorite movie of his.
It's a great movie.
It's his best movie.
So like that's how
I like that, and those other ones, like I enjoy them, but they're not as enjoyable because I feel like Prestige had a nice reveal, and then you go, okay, it's all. I hate that shit where you gotta go, but what does this mean?
What does
And
that
then,
mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
like
I enjoy that sometimes.
So
It
like with the
depends.
top at the end of Inception, it's like just show us whether he's in the real world or not.
So like with
cunt.
a Lynchian jump scare,
Mad at him.
it's it's coming the whole way. Like so, a traditional jump scare, it's just like something happens,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the pledge. Then you turn, the person realizes, oh, everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Then you, as the viewer, are like, oh, everything's fine. And then boom, jump
Mm-hmm.
scare. Lynch, it's just like it's coming the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Mulholland
But when?
Drive, where he's just like, there's a guy behind this restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to see if he's there. And then that's the pledge. And then you go with them the whole way. And it's going to be behind the thing. But then it happens and it's still
scary.
It's
Yeah.
still scary. Yeah, it's just like the experiment. It's the reworking of a technique.
Okay.
Yeah, which is cool.
And that's cool. It just. And
Doesn't
again,
do it for you.
I haven't seen a lot of his stuff either.
Yeah.
Because of the stuff that I have seen, I was like, I hate
Just
this.
don't enjoy it.
Have you
Yeah.
seen Blue Velvet?
No, I already told you that.
Oh, did I
Yeah.
ask that? I'm sorry. That's
I've never seen Blue Velvet, just so you know, too.
okay. Sorry. That's
haven't?
really good.
Yeah, I've never
Okay,
seen Blue
okay.
Velvet.
Have you ever seen Blue Velvet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
interesting. That's a good one. Dennis Hopper's great.
And maybe I just need to give him more of a chance, but I just like
No, it's weird.
simple
It is
stories.
in a
But
lot of
also, like,
people's thing,
there's so
yeah.
much stuff that people like enjoy on such like a deep level that I can't get into. Like, I mean, the way people are in the murder podcasts and murder documentaries, like I've watched enough that I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to know about these terrible men and the things that they do. And like, I get why people are interested in it, but it just makes
not for
me feel. It just makes me feel terrible.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not entertainment to me. I'm like, oh, these are like real people that were murdered, and like then their families are like, and then people just treat it like something like, oh my god, it's so interesting, like, and just they take it to like an entertainment level that just isn't. It doesn't feel
feels
good to
icky.
me. It doesn't
Feels
feel.
icky.
It
You're
feels icky
kind of
to
like
me.
exploiting what happened. For
I like true crime podcasts and stuff like that a lot.
I know you
but,
do.
Yeah.
And
but
so does my
not to the
girlfriend.
extent
Yeah.
of like, I don't understand the people who like enjoy serial killers, like have their favorite.
Yeah.
That's weird to
That's
me.
weird.
That's
Yeah.
super fucking
I
weird
get
to me.
I get the curiosity because it is.
It's it's wild.
It is a walk into a human psyche and
That
an
does not
understanding
make
of
sense. Yeah.
how their brain works. So I get that part of it, but it's also one of those things where like I've watched and listened to enough of them that I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, it's
they kind
frustrating,
of all
too.
have they like these similar traumas that happen and things, and I'm like, I don't need to keep digging on
The
those.
negative shit. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the thing that bothers me too is like they're gonna get to the point where like then they're gonna start, and some of them probably already have, digging into the mass shooters and turning them into these people. You know what they wanted? They wanted to be part of the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
And they're going to get there because people were like, oh, it's been long enough. We can start dissecting, Newtown and Columbine and all these things.
I think there's a lot of new podcasters though that kind of like try to defer, like make sure that that's not what they're doing. But the fans wise, you're not gonna.
Yeah.
You can't.
Well, there's also just, you
Claim
see
that, yeah.
how people will create whatever narrative they want with
Oh, yeah.
whatever is out there. I mean, that's why people are bullying this lady that's in Star Wars, because they're like, you're
Yeah.
not. They made up their mind what Obi-Wan should have been.
Yeah.
And then they watch it and they go, well, that's not what I wanted. And so I'm just going to latch onto this thing and be shitty to them. And it's just like that fandom
That makes no sense
is
to me.
real gross.
Is Alec Guinness going to be in it?
He might be, actually. They've brought other dead people back. But I mean, and it goes to the same thing with football, where people will overlook whatever Deshaun Watson has done and just go, like, there could be proof, and they'd be like, but he's a good quarterback, so I'll cheer for the team. There's like this cultism to it all.
But I mean, that, like I said, that doesn't just apply to football. That applies to other things.
I know, but I'm saying that,
and we're all guilty of that.
I'm saying like it applies to Star Wars. It applies to like almost everything. But like especially like football is on my mind because of
the Deshaun Watson
thing, and like seeing how people are like, they will go out of their way to not try and understand anything.
Yeah.
And just be like, well, the criminal aspects of it didn't go through, so he must have not done anything.
The people that are vocal about that
Yeah.
are the ones that just
Are
have that
weird.
kind of shit
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, they're usually someone that it's an echo chamber where
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
they are
100%.
probably guilty of something, or just, they just don't want to come to terms with the fact that shitty things happen.
Yeah.
And there's not always justice.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What a weird episode.
I know.
Yeah,
we got dark.
all over. Yeah, it was
got
weird.
dark.
It's my kind of episode.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's a very Lynchian episode.
God damn it, you know what? You're right. Anyway, the weather. Tell us the weather, and then we'll get out of here. Now let's wrap this one up. Thank you guys for checking out this week's episode of The Bill Squire Show. Don't forget to check out me on The Alan Cox Show, weekdays 2 to 6:30. It took AJ through to see the new studios. What'd you think?
Yeah, excellent.
Cool.
I'm excited, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
I don't know if I'm going to be on next week.
Okay.
I have directing to do.
Okay.
Right.
It just occurred to me now.
Okay.
I'm like,
We'll
what?
figure
I
it
was
out.
like,
Well, maybe we can
next
meet
Wednesday.
together.
And I was like,
Different day or something.
Yeah, maybe Sunday or something.
figure it out.
Figure it out, yeah. And then anything else you want to plug?
Nope, just me, Tommy LC. Pay
I'm
me.
OnlyFans. One of the things that you have been doing lately, I like the pulled out shirt.
Oh,
Yeah,
the underboob.
The
It's
underboob.
great.
It's a good, yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
And then AJ, a little more underboob for me
yeah,
when I
please.
heard.
yeah, that's right. No, nothing. I have nothing to plug. I'm directing Raj's pilot.
Yeah.
Next
Well, I
week.
hope that goes really well.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
This is the Bill Squire Show.